Hi everyone, Daz here from mygreatandroid.com. You might be wondering from the title of this video why we're doing a piece about a Nintendo 3DS and not about Android phones as you probably expect. I've got myself an invite to a pre-launch event for Nintendo 3DS in Bristol, and rather than go along on my own, I thought I'd take this camera along and get the scoop for you guys too. The problem is I'm fairly sure I'm not allowed to film in there, so any footage I capture has to be pretty covert, and so don't blame me if it's a bit scatty. When I get back, I'll narrate the whole thing and give you a bit of a recap at the end. So hopefully from now on this will be fun, and I'll see you on the other side.
Straight through the foyer is a Nintendo museum with old Game Boys, the first dual screens, and the DS XL. And here's the hologram. It's got 165,000 views on YouTube in 2 days on my other account. Absolutely amazing. It did look pretty funky, and what you can't see here is the sense of perspective, that when you look above you can see above the box, and when you look below you can see below the box inside. It's pretty amazing. So we walk up the stairs overlooking the museum, and at the top of the stairs we can see what's about to begin. Two attractive ladies greet us in an eerily lit room. All around the room Nintendo 3DS titles being played out on large flat screen TVs. And in the background I can hear Jonathan Ross.
The Nintendo 3DS is the first handheld console that can offer you the full 3D experience without glasses. It's got radical new exciting ways of connecting to other players, picking up new data and information. And it's also got a camera at the front and two at the back there, so you can take proper 3D pictures, which I've done a few and they're incredible. I can't wait to take it home and take pictures of the wife, Steady, the kids, the puppies, everything. It's going to look incredible. And I've already had the chance to play some of my favourite games on it. Zelda is out of this world. Street Fighter 4. The first 3D Street Fighter game is awesome. Any driving game from this is great. And Pro Evolution Soccer, thumbs up.
So Jonathan Ross has done his bit, and the screens turn themselves to gameplay, and we get to see a myriad of games that will be launching on the 3DS. The one thing I will say is that because the 3DS is a 3D device, when you flatten the image down, and you can do that with the slider on the device as well, the games, they just look like GameCube games, which, you know, is good enough. I don't see a huge difference between these and the standard DS titles. They're not PSP impressive to me, and they're certainly not NGP impressive. So unless you've got the 3D, it lacks a certain something. I think I speak for everyone when I say it's great to see Pilot Wings back. Amazing game on the N64, loved it, and glad to see it's here. Mario Kart also back on the 3DS, getting a 3D treatment. And this is Kid Icarus, which was a cool game. You know, it looks funky for such a low-powered device.
Let's get started.
So we were dragged into a darkened room to witness this strange display, a real-life reenactment of Ryu and Ken having a Street Fighter battle. Brilliant. So this is why we came, the hall. Each of these blue pillars is a separate 3DS with a separate title in each. There's about two attractive ladies wearing all black for each guest, so it was a strange experience considering they were continuously telling me off for filming. I tried my hardest to get you as much screen footage as I could and look around the device from all angles so that you can see what it was going to look like when you get one in your hands. And it felt good. Real good. To me, this was one of the stars of the show. It was the augmented reality tables. The concept is fairly simple. Using the two cameras on the back of the DS, you place a card down on the table, the DS hones in and uses that as a plane of reference. And then all kinds of crazy things happen. Strange things jumping out of the table. You can shoot archery targets, you can shoot little monsters. It was just a really nice new experience. And this was the best thing about the day, not the girl, Sky 3D, absolutely amazing, no glasses, you can watch 3D TV in bed. Now who would not want to do that? So that's a wrap. We're ushered into a all-white room with large TV screens showing all about Spot Pass, which is the way Nintendo uses wireless hotspots and LAN networks to download software and notifications, and allows you to play against your friends. Also in the room are loads of white sofas and white netbooks to allow you to blog and tweet and Facebook, all about the experiences there. And also on the screens, any tweets that contain the @Nintendo 3DS event tag were coming up on the screen for everybody else to see.
So guys, that was more fun than I expected. It was really modern, really strange. It was a full-blown expo. Nintendo really made me feel like I was a press member or someone special. Truth is, I think it was just a really well put together bit of PR, but not to take away from the 3DS itself. Actually hands-on playing with the 3DS, for the most part, I thought it was amazing. For games like Pilot Wings and Ridge Racer, I found the 3D a bit of a distraction, and so I had to sort of flatten it off using the slider for those games. But games like Street Fighter, for augmented reality, seeing things popping out of a desk, and the shooting games, amazing, really, really good fun. And in 3D without glasses is something you've just got to try. The absolute star of the show for me is Sky 3D, with no glasses on a handheld device. I didn't think I'd be getting anywhere near that for another 4 or 5 years, and it really did work. So I'm recommending the 3DS on the back of Sky 3D alone. So if you've got the 3D and you've got the HD package in your living room, what better than watching 3D TV in bed? Absolutely brilliant. So will I buy one for £200, which I think is what they're going for? Absolutely, if not just for the 3D TV. Playing Link Up with my friends, obviously that's going to be dependent on them getting a 3DS and not a NGP, which, to be honest with you, is going to be a deal breaker because it has the 2 analog sticks, which is Sony listening to the end user after the PSP. So from now on, all the videos you're going to see from me about Android mobile phones, most of them are going to be app reviews, and please, hit subscribe. I definitely could do with your help to begin with.